Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the Kent P studio on the expansive first floor of the Winners and Whiners Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep-3. As always, if you would be so kind, if you're digging what we're doing, make sure that you give us the old thumbs up on this video. And hey, why not take a little further and go steady with us? Hit that subscribe button and become one of our newest subscribers here over at the Winners and Whiners YouTube page. We appreciate it. It's where all the cool kids are hanging out. So let us know what you're playing. What do you got cooked up? What do you got cooked up on this game? Just one professional sporting event going on in America here on Monday night, not counting the preseason stuff. But as far as baseball, NFL goes, just one game. Got a little lag here. So what have you cooked up? You got a lot of plays on this Pittsburgh-Cincinnati game. You got something cooked up in other sports, whatever it is. Tell us in the comment section. Let us know what you're playing. Give me your best plays up to. You know what? Everybody's been hitting it hard. Let's keep it at 5. Up to your best 5 plays. Let's see what you got, and you get it right, we'll give you the shout out. You get enough of them right, just like Kent P, you will be our capper of the day. And of course, with the capper of the day comes the great responsibility of putting in your capper of the day, play of the day, whatever pick you think is your absolute favorite for the next day's action. In other words, Kent, he's going to be giving his pick for the Monday night game. He was the capper of the day on Saturday. So that's the way it'll be. The winner of the capper of the day tonight will give me their best play for Tuesday's action. All right? So let us know whatever it is you're playing. Of course, check out our websites for all your handicapping needs over there at winnersandwhiners.com and statsalt.com. Deep dives into every game every single day. And don't forget, if you are in the great state of New Jersey or the great state of Iowa, please check out our partners over there at pointsbet.com. A very cool site if you are in need of a sports book in either one of those states. So, with that being said, let's grip it and rip it here. It's going to be a long one, kids. So settle in. You want to, yada yada yada. Just kind of here we go. So, first of all, Carrot finally ended up putting his pick in for the day. And this is the thing, if you want to, when you make your pick, if you want to give a little rationale behind it, give your thoughts, a little brief capsule, I will be happy to post that and read it. And Carrot, we would expect no less from him. He took the Arizona Cardinals on the money line today, and his reasoning was very solid. He said, Seattle, they have shown me nothing, and they have ugly helmets, and they dicked Marshawn Lynch to lose the Super Bowl. And Russell Wilson was a bully in school, and Seattle claimed Jimi Hendrix way after the fact, and Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain, and Frazier sucked worse than Joni loves Chachi. That's my write-up. Solid rationale. Hard to believe that pick did not win. So, Carrot, you did it as only the Carrot could do it, my friend. Very good. So, with that being said, let's start with our capper of the day. Kent P's, his best play of the day for Sunday. So for the second time in 3 days, Kent is directly fading. The capper of the day, it wasn't Kent the other day. It was Legion of Picks, faded my Oklahoma pick. And Kent, he's fading my Steelers pick here. His pick is the Bengals Steelers over 45. And my first pick on that game is the Bengals Steelers under 45, and here's my rationale. Both of these teams are absolutely dreadful running the football and absolutely dreadful stopping the run. Andy Dalton is third in the league in passing, but that's mostly due to the fact that they can't run, and they've been playing catch-up quite a bit. Both of these teams abandon the run fairly quickly. Pittsburgh averages just 17 carries per game, and Cincinnati, that is last in the league, by the way. Cincinnati is 29th at 17.3. But I think both of these coaches are going to try to exploit their opponent's weaknesses. Cincinnati is dead last in defense against the run. They're just, like I said, they are both not good. Both bottom 8, bottom 7 as far as defending the run. I think both of these coaches are going to try to exploit the opponent's weaknesses, and that means running the football. Both of these coaches love to run the ball, all right? The Cincinnati offense is kind of a work in progress. They've got Andy Dalton, but I know they want to take some pressure off of Andy Dalton. And Mike Tomlin is always going to look to pound the rock whenever he can, especially without Big Ben as his security blanket in there. When you run the ball, two things are going to happen, basically, all right? They're either going to have success and they're going to have long, sustained drives, or they're going to be unsuccessful and they're going to be punting a lot. Yeah, Dalton's going to get his. They're going to complete some passes, but while Cincinnati has been decent at putting up yardage, they've been terrible at putting points on the board. The Bengals, they average just 18 points per game, even with Dalton third in the league in passing. That is good for 25th in the country. Give me the Bengals Steelers under 45. Sorry, Kent. I've got two prop plays on this one, and I actually like both these prop plays okay. And as you know, I've talked about it before. I keep separate records for premium. I keep records for Deep-3. I keep records for them combined, and I keep a separate prop record. I'm not one of these guys that's going to put up 10 prop bets and claim those are my NFL picks. That's not cool. Not everybody has access to prop bets, so those are a different category. As we stand right now, we're 2-3 on our prop bets, so yay, not killing it. But here's a couple that we're going to get us over the 500 mark. All right, first of all, we got Dalton over 260.5 yards. You know what? He's had to do it in every game so far. He ended up putting up just 239 against Buffalo, but that's a much tougher defense than what the Steelers have to offer. They have no running game, and he's going to have to turn to the air. He's averaged 298 yards per game, and the Steelers, well, they have the third worst pass defense in the league. They're giving up 308 yards per contest. I think Dalton does his thing. Give me Andy Dalton over 260.5. And the same vein, James Conner over 15 carries. Now, here's the deal. Conner has just 12.3 carries this season, just 37 in 3 games. But those 3 games have all either been a game where they were getting beat down, like the New England game, or a shootout, or a beatdown like the New England game. So they've either had to go toe-to-toe through the air, they've had to play catch-up in every one of the games, and they've also faced 3 much better defenses than the Cincinnati defense as far as running the football goes. I think Tomlin knows that Conner has to get going to take the pressure off of Mason Rudolph, and this is a great opportunity to do it right here, to get his confidence up and to get the feeling that they can run as well as throw the ball. Give me Conner over 15 carries. Give me Andy Dalton over 260.5 passing yards, and give me the Pittsburgh Steelers under 45. And if you're digging on Kent P's play, give you the Bengals Pittsburgh Steelers over 45. At the end of this game, hey, I guarantee you play all those plays, you're going to be picking up at least one ticket. So we're going to stop by, pick up our winning tickets. You guys can join me. You can join Kent P. You know what? Maybe we'll go 2-1, and Kent P will go 1-0. That'd be okay. You can join us and pick up our winning tickets, and we head back to the window. All right, guys, let's take a quick look at the shout-em-outs here. While we're doing that, we'll put up the tail of the tape on our premium selections. And like I said, 1 and 2 on the day. That takes us to 54.2%, 32.27 on the month of September. And everybody always asks, what are we doing in football? What are we doing as far as the premium picks go? So here's the deal. Our combined premium and Deep-3 picks, we are 24-16 in the NFL. We are 41-30-2 in the NCAA. That is 58.6% on the season. Our premium picks, done a little bit better than that, 13-9 in the NFL, 19-3-1 in college, and that comes out to 59.3%. So if you like what we're doing on the Deep-3, you want even more great picks, make sure you get signed up for our premium service. Follow the link right there. All right? So, you guys, you know what? You guys had a good day. You really, really did. Let's start off with Steve Godon. All right, Steve, capper of the day here a couple days back, and he did okay, but he was not the best day. So, Steve, look at the bright side. You could be a member of this English couple, Jason and Jenny. They were on vacation in New York during the month of September in 2001. Not a great time to be in Manhattan, especially around 9/11. So they went back home to England, decided to take another vacation. A couple years later, they went to London. They were in London for July of 2005. July 7th was the date of Britain's worst terrorist attack, and that was the subway bombing. So They're pretty rattled. They're like, you know what? We got to get the hell out of Europe. A couple years later, they decide to go to Mumbai, India, for a little vacation there. And while they were there, they had India's worst terror attack, as they had an attack in the hotel there, and it killed or wounded hundreds of people. So look at the right side. You're not Jenny, and you're not Jason. Carrot realized very late that he was supposed to do the pick. So Carrot, good job of figuring it out and getting that pick in there. So he went 3-2 on the day, plus 20. Nice job, Carrot. The legendary King, he had a couple plays for us, and he got juiced. G&G had a started off had a decent day and lost kind of fell apart there on the MHL, the NHL friendly there with the Blackhawks. So I will tell G&G that he should be glad that he's not Violet Jessup, who was aboard the Olympic, the Titanic, and the Britannic. All three sank, and she survived all three shipwrecks. She lived all the way until 1971, and when she died, I can't make this shit up, she was buried at sea. Man, that is some cruel motherfuckers right there. Okay, sorry about that. Nick Rampero, I told Nick that he could be he could be worse. He could be caddying for the Mad Carrot. He said, I'll caddy for the Carrot any day. So what you guys don't know is I actually caddied in Davis Love's the Thirds group at a Pro-Am on Bay Hill back in 2009. So he's well versed in the loops. Then he put out a couple picks, and what I will say about that is, thank goodness, it could be worse for Nick. He could be Ann Hodges. She was laying on her couch in November 1954 when she became the only person in the history of recorded history to get hit by a meteorite. Surprisingly, it didn't kill her, but it just gave her a gigantic bruise on her hip. Funny sideline to that story. She thought, well, at least I'll get some money out of the meteorite. She went back to collect it, and it had been taken. She had to fight to get it back, and then her landlord claimed it, and then she had to fight her landlord in court, and ended up just saying, you know what, fuck it, she donated it to the museum. So, not a good day for her. C-Dub had a nice day on the pitch. He put up a bunch of picks. Of course, we just put the first four up there. He went 4-1 plus 284. Nice job. El Hino, he did, or they did, not a bad day, but the Rams kind of caused some ass, did the Texans, and I'll tell them a story about there was a guy in England that had his car parked and went in to do some shopping. It got crashed into by another car, and it knocked it up into the sidewalk. As it was sitting there on the sidewalk, a cop came by and gave him a parking ticket. So the dude comes out of his shopping only to discover his car is totaled and there's a parking ticket. Not really your day, sir. Hambone from Hargroves, Louisiana. Aye! Hambone, that Kunak country down there, man. I spent a lot of time down in Louisiana. I like the swamp people, man. They're good posts. I don't know where Hargroves is. I don't know if that's down in the swamp or where that be. So, at any rate, Hambone knows a little bit about the NFL. He went 3-1 on the day, plus 190. Nice job, Hambone. Kiss the Degenerate had a decent day. Went 3-2, plus 80. Clint Castleman. Hey, we've had it come up again. We're gonna call the over/under on how many times this gets mentioned. At least 1.5. I said I picked Nebraska yesterday, but my premium side was Ohio State. Well, as we talked about before, when you see the videos, we'll be doing the individual picks, about a minute long, minute and a half. Those are me. If you listen real carefully, I will tell you at the beginning of the video that is a pick from another handicapper. I just do them all as it's too hard logistically to get all the cappers to record every day. I just get them all in a group, and I record their thoughts on that particular game. Sometimes they match mine. Sometimes, in the case of this game, they certainly did not. I loved Ohio State there, as I thought they were just kind of a machine. So anyway, that's the deal, Clint. You will see those picks occasionally go against each other. Sometimes the Deep-3 will be one side. One of my other picks will be the other side. But the Deep-3, of course, my premium picks and any standalone videos that I'll do that are long form, you're going to see one on the Monday night game that's about 6-7 minutes long, whatever. Those are all my personal picks. Those are the ones I stand behind. Those are the ones that go on the record. All the other ones, they are other cappers picks. So hope this helps. Sorry for y'all, everybody that hears that speech about 5 times a week. So, but it means we're getting a lot of new viewers, and I ain't never going to be mad about that. So welcome, Clint. Hope that cleared it up for you. If you've got any more questions, of course, put them in the comments section. J.E. said, I am perfect in my post here. 0 for 5. So feel free to fade. And I got good news and bad news. The bad news is J.E. did not win today. The good news is his record is no longer perfect. He did go 1-2 as he had new. Nope, I lied. He had Jay. You're still perfect, my friend. He had Houston, Baltimore, and New England all lay in the wood. Okay. Well, Jay, look at the bright side. You could be this guy that went ice fishing with his buddies. Apparently didn't have an auger, which is very important if you ever go ice fishing. You even have the power auger there on the front of your car. Anyway, didn't have an auger, so he did the next best thing. He had an illegal stick of dynamite, and he just threw that on the ice to blow up in a hole. Well, bad news for this cat. His dog, Jerry, was a pretty good retriever, and thought the guy was throwing a stick. So Jerry went out there across the ice and picked up the dynamite, started to bring it back, got close enough, and it did not end well for Jerry. But luckily, he was close enough to blow a gigantic hole in the ice right by the guy's car. His car went in and sunk to the bottom of the lake. And of course, the insurance company heard the story and what happened and went, yeah, no, we're not going to be paying for that. So you could be that guy. So look at the bright side. Derek Saunders said he also loved Wisconsin yesterday. And said, but even before he shot the shallow 6, so I guess we're both looking a little silly. Yeah, you know what, dude, it happens. It's, we talked about it before. Best case scenario. Best case, you're a stone cold best capper in the world. You're going to lose 4 out of 10, all right? So 40% of the time, you're going to look pretty silly. So that's the way it goes. You got to have big shoulders, and you got to be able to bounce back, man. Derek, and then he put some picks up today. It wasn't a dreadful day for Derek, but I will tell Derek that he could be Regina Rohde, who was a high school student at Columbine during the massacre there. She was actually in the cafeteria, and then ended up going to grad school at Virginia Tech, where, lo and behold, they had the worst school shooting in American history. So you could be Regina as there. She's kind of a carrier. Kent P said he finally got lucky, and Kent. He did not have a great day. So, Kent, look at the bright side. You could be a young boy from the Midwest who grew up, had season tickets to their local Kansas City Chiefs games from 1970 to 1987. Over that 17-year period, the boy missed just one home Chiefs game. That was the Christmas Day game against the Miami Dolphins, the longest game in NFL history, sometimes called the greatest game ever played. The Chiefs, well, of course, they made the playoffs every year. Oh, I'm sorry, they did not. They didn't play another home playoff game until 1989, which was a year after they gave up their season tickets. Funny story, the boy in question was me. That's right, I missed one game. I was sick. It was a Christmas Day game, and they would not let me go. It was anyway. Mark Richmond, you could be that guy, so you don't want to be that guy. Mark Richmond had a nice day, 4-1 plus 315. Mark, well done. Got a little Saints money line plus 125. Good play. Jake Rich, he said, "Hey, I got one play for you, Scott." And I said, "Oh, Jay, what is it?" He said, "It is Tampa Bay plus 10. Hey, Jay, or Jake rather, Jake Rich, that was a fine pick right there, my friend. 1-0 plus 100. The astute Aardvark, he threw just one quality pick there. 1-0 plus 100. He had the Vikings under 38.5. Bruno Reno and Nacarado, he went 3-2 plus 80. It's Fix. Fitz did well. He went 4-1 plus 300. Travis House, he played a 6-point teaser on the Pats and the Chiefs. So he jumped on it on Tuesday. Got some good numbers there. He went 1-0 plus 100. The Legion of Picks. Well, I'll say this for LOP. Could be worse, my friend. You could be a Lions fan. They've never been to a Super Bowl. They haven't won a conference championship in over 60 years. They are 1-12 in the playoffs, but at least when the Lions season is over, they have the Pistons and the Tigers to look forward to. Yay. Pat Cogney. Pat, he had a not a terrible day, but he didn't quite get there on a prop parlay that would have been really turned the tables for him. But he did. It was with the Carolina and Christian McCaffrey. But speaking of the Panthers, in their first Super Bowl was the Janet Jackson Notorious halftime show. But here's a little fun fact: did you know that Justin Timberlake actually cut his hand open and required 7 stitches on her nipple shield at the end of that song? Wow. So you could be Justin Timberlake. You know what? A little scar on the hand might be worth it. Plus, that story is complete bullshit. I just made it up. Lean to Collective. He got juiced today. King Ham. You know what? He played a bunch of props from the Saints game, and man, he missed them. He missed 3 out of 4, but 2 of them were just by like 2 yards or less. It's just one of those bad break days for King Ham. But you know what? It's good to be King Ham instead of that freeloader Porky Pig. His broke piggy ass hasn't been able to afford pants in over 70 years. Man, that would suck, and it would really make it hard to go out to eat with the family. Sean Murray. Sean had a pretty fine day. Sean went 5-0, including hitting a 3-team 6-point teaser that paid 165. So Sean goes 5-0 plus 565. Of course, we just did the first 5 picks because it's the weekend. However, he actually did put up 2 other teasers that both hit for another plus 165 apiece. So we're going to call Sean 5-0 plus 565. In reality, he is 7-0 and plus 895. That is a fine day right there, my friends. So our Pazza Cappers are the Mad Carrot plus 20, Kiss the Degenerate plus 80, Bruno Reno Nicarado plus 80, Travis House plus 100, the Astute Aardvark plus 100, Jake Rich plus 100, Hambone from Hargroves plus 190, C-Dub plus 284, It's Fix plus 300, Mark Richmond plus 315, and the one, the only, the capper of the day with the perfect score. Man, you're gonna be capper of the day on the weekend. You better bring it, baby. Sean Murray plus 565. Sean, you, my friend, are our capper of the day. Congratulations. Very nicely done. Sean, make sure in the comment section tomorrow, let us know what you're on for Tuesday. Got a little baseball playoffs going on, whatever else you got cooked up. Give us your best play in the comment section tomorrow, and then I'll make sure it gets in the video. All right? All right, kids. Let's have some fun. Let's watch this game and see if we can grind out a little profit. Because it's still the same money, whether or not the game is enjoyable. We learned that during the preseason. Doesn't really matter. So let's find an angle. Let's make some money. But no matter what happens, we'll meet back here tomorrow about the same time. Bitch about those bad beats. Brag about our fat snacks, and then because we're all in this together, we'll fire it up. And we'll do it all again. All right, you guys take care. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.